North Dakota first. Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Well, this is what it looks like in Bismarck right now. Minot, pretty much the same thing. It's not snowing, but that's probably going to change tonight because there's a winter weather advisory in effect until 6 o'clock in the morning for northeastern Montana, and then the rest of us will have the warning or the advisory set to expire at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Now, it may expire a little bit early if conditions improve, but right now, that's where we're at. I wanted to show you the road report. Now, the snow really hasn't moved into western North Dakota, so at this point in time, the roads are in pretty good shape. The earlier snow up northeast of Minot, up around Botno and Upham and over towards Dunseith. We have some slushy conditions in the Turtle Mountains right now, but I think we're going to see a lot more blue on that map over the next 12 hours or so. So here's a look at the radar. At this point, it's still mostly just rain, and really light rain at that. In southwestern North Dakota, the snow is over in Montana, and it's not very heavy. Little bit of flurries out to the west of Hettinger showing up, and I don't even see much in the way of heavy snow. We color it brown so it jumps out at you. Just seeing a little bit of it here or there, but very, very little heavy snow right now. The system has slowed down quite a bit, and apparently a couple of sites just went out on us, but temperatures in the 30s to around 40 degrees. The wind is roughly 5 to 10 miles an hour, maybe a little bit stronger in western North Dakota, but wind is not a huge issue right now. So let's talk this through. As far as snow totals, I think we're going to have light totals on the average of 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inches, and there's going to be some areas that have a little better chance of the 2 to 4 inches. We'll get to that in a moment. It's going to be breezy tomorrow, no doubt about that. I think some of the winds will be 20 miles an hour, so that's going to give us some travel issues. It's going to be messy for sure, and it might even be a little bit hazardous, especially with the temperature profile we have being around 30 degrees, 32 degrees. The roads could be pretty slick tomorrow. Now, tonight at 7 o'clock, if the storm speeds up at all, it still looks like it could be moving in, and the rain that's there should change over. So we've got a couple of hours before this thing starts to change over pretty good. And then by midnight tonight, it's still, at this particular model, keeps Bismarck mainly in the rain. And Minot would be in the snow, but notice these longer arrows here. That means more wind. And then tomorrow morning, early in the day, a little more scattered in nature, a little more substantial, maybe south of I-94, and most areas will be just snow. And then by maybe noon or so tomorrow, it looks like it'll be down to like scattered snow showers, and then 4:30 in the afternoon, things really will be winding down. That's not to say we won't have a couple of snowflakes at night, but overall things really are going to be winding down. And as we look at the snowfall forecast map, this has changed since yesterday. Now it looks like this would be more of the bullseye area. Yesterday was a little bit farther east, but still all this area right here, anywhere between 1 and 3 is what we would expect for snow totals. I think there's going to be widespread fog, especially in the west, but fog pretty much everywhere. And the wind forecast for tomorrow morning, or tonight at 6 o'clock, a little breezy in the west. That's exactly what's going on now. The wind is going to pick up. So you see how tomorrow morning, how we're looking at 10 to 15 mile an hour wind, and it's going to stay that way through the midday hours, but the wind will die down tomorrow evening. Now, the temperatures by tomorrow morning should be around the freezing mark, and that actually is a bad number for the road conditions because the roads could be really, really slick, and you can see the temperatures there. Here's a look at the next 7 days, and boy, do we have a cool down coming. Look at next week right there. And Lauren and Chad, good chances, of course, to get some sleep, but even in Bismarck, we're looking at 20s for the high towards the end next week.
Wow.
Tom's the fun police.
That's a big change in 1 week.
Yeah, it is. Still